What if I told you that Singapore, yes, that small island city-state that most people just pass through, is actually hiding some of the most unique and mind-blowing experiences in Southeast Asia? I'm talking about things so incredible that even seasoned travelers have never heard of them. I'm your name, and over the past month, I've been living like a local in Singapore, uncovering experiences that go way beyond the typical Marina Bay sands and gardens by the Bay Tourist Trail. Today, I'm revealing 15 absolutely unique things to do in Singapore that will make you want to book a flight immediately. But here's the catch: I'm saving the most incredible one for number 1, and trust me, when you see what it is, you'll understand why Singapore just became my new favorite destination in Asia. So make sure you watch until the very end, because I guarantee number 1 will completely change how you see this incredible country. Before we dive in, I want to know, have you ever been to Singapore? Drop a comment below and let me know what surprised you most about this city, or if you're planning to visit, tell me which of these experiences you're most excited to try. And if this video helps you discover something new about Singapore, smash that like button. It really helps the channel reach more fellow travelers like yourself. Alright, let's start this countdown with something that literally takes you to another world. 15. Jewel Changi Airport's Canopy Park. Starting at number 15, and this one's perfect because you can experience it even during a layover. Jewel Changi Airport isn't just an airport, it's a destination unto itself. But forget the famous waterfall that everyone photographs. I'm talking about the Canopy Park on the top floor. Here's what most people don't know. You can walk through suspended net bridges 25 meters above the ground, giving you a bird's eye view of the entire terminal. There's also a hedge maze, bouncing nets, and mirror maze that feels like you're trapped in a kaleidoscope. The best part? It's open 24/7, so even if you have a red-eye layover, you can have an adventure. I spent 3 hours here during a connection, and it was honestly more fun than some entire city tours I've done. Pro tip coming up that will save you money. Here's the insider secret. If you're a transit passenger, you get discounted rates, but if you book online in advance, you save even more. I saved 30% just by booking 24 hours ahead. 14. Singapore's secret underground tunnels. Number 14 will take you literally underground. Singapore has an entire network of underground tunnels and passages that most tourists never discover. The most incredible is the pedestrian network that connects Raffles Place to Marina Bay underground. But here's the twist: hidden within this network are art installations, underground gardens, and even a secret food court that serves some of the best local dishes I've ever tasted. It's like a whole city beneath the city. What makes this truly unique is that during Singapore's rainy season, locals use these tunnels to travel completely dry from building to building. I followed a local businessman for 20 minutes and traveled over a kilometer without seeing daylight once. The most mind-blowing part is in the Raffles Place section. There's an underground viewing gallery where you can see the MRT trains passing by, and it's completely free. Quick question while we're underground: are you the type of traveler who loves hidden, off-the-beaten-path experiences, or do you prefer the main attractions? Let me know in the comments. 13. Night safaris, walking trails, not the tram. Number 13. Everyone knows about Singapore's night safari, but 90% of visitors only do the tram tour and miss the real magic. The walking trails are where the real adventure happens. I'm talking about the Leopard Trail, where you're literally walking through the jungle at night with nothing but dim lighting, listening to the sounds of leopards, tapirs, and flying squirrels around you. It's terrifying and exhilarating at the same time. But here's the secret most people miss. The Fishing Cat Trail has a hidden viewing platform where, if you're patient and quiet, you can watch fishing cats hunt in complete darkness. I waited there for 45 minutes, and when I finally saw one catch a fish, it was one of the most incredible wildlife moments of my life. The walking trails also give you access to the bat enclosure, where thousands of fruit bats fly literally inches from your head. It sounds scary, but it's actually magical, like being in a real-life Batman movie. And speaking of magical experiences, wait until you see what's coming up at number 8. 12. Pulau Ubin, Singapore's time capsule island. Number 12 takes us to Singapore's best-kept secret, Pulau Ubin. This island is like stepping back in time 50 years. While modern Singapore evolves at lightning speed, Pulau Ubin remains frozen in the 1960s. You get there by taking a $3 bumboat from Changi Point Ferry Terminal. The boat only leaves when it has 12 passengers, so you might wait 30 minutes, but trust me, it's worth it. On the island, you can rent bicycles and cycle through kampongs, traditional villages, where people still live in wooden houses on stilts. But here's what blew my mind. There are wild boars just wandering around like they own the place. I was cycling and suddenly had to brake because a family of boars was crossing the path right in front of me. The most unique experience is visiting the abandoned Kampong mountain bike park. It's this eerie, overgrown BMX track that nature is slowly reclaiming. It's like a post-apocalyptic adventure park, and you can explore it completely free. But the real magic happens at sunset. From the Chek Jawa wetlands you get views of Singapore's skyline that you literally cannot get from anywhere else on Earth. 11. Singapore's Hawker Centre Treasure Hunt. Number 11 is about food, but not in the way you think. Every travel guide tells you to go to hawker centers, but I'm going to teach you how to turn it into a treasure hunt that most locals don't even know about. Here's the game. Singapore has over 100 hawker centers, and each one has at least one stall that's won awards or been featured in the Michelin Guide. Your mission is to find these hidden gems without using Google. The clues are everywhere. Look for the longest queues, but only if they're mostly locals, stalls with faded newspaper clippings on the walls, or vendors who've been in the same spot for decades. You can identify them because their equipment looks ancient, but the food is extraordinary. I found a laksa stall in Amoy Street Food Center where the owner has been making the exact same recipe for 40 years. The stall looks like it's about to fall apart, but locals line up for 30 minutes every lunch hour. The treasure hunt element makes eating in Singapore an adventure instead of just a meal. Plus, you'll discover flavors that even food bloggers haven't found yet. If you're loving these unique Singapore experiences so far, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post new hidden travel gems every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up in this countdown. 10. The secret rooftop bars only locals know. Number 10 will give you Instagram shots that no other tourist has. Singapore has incredible rooftop bars, but everyone goes to CE La Vie or Marina Bay Sands. I'm talking about secret rooftops that locals guard like treasures. The first is called One Altitude, but not the main bar. There's a secret section called One Altitude Gallery that you can only access if you know to ask for it. It has the same views but half the crowds and prices. But the real secret is the rooftop of the National Gallery Singapore. Most people don't know you can go up there, and it's completely free during certain hours. You get 360-degree views of the city with zero crowds. My favorite secret rooftop is at the Pinnacle at Duxton. It's public housing, but you can take the elevator to the 50th floor Sky Garden. It costs $1, and you get views that rival the most expensive hotels in the city. Here's the insider tip. Go 30 minutes before sunset. You'll see Singapore transform from daylight to its incredible nighttime skyline, and you'll have shots that nobody else has because most tourists don't know these places exist. But wait until you see the view from number 6. It's so incredible that people think it's fake when they see photos. 9. Singapore's underground river tours. Number 9 sounds impossible, but Singapore actually has underground river tours. The Singapore River has sections that flow underneath the city, and there are boat tours that take you through these hidden waterways. The tour starts at Clarke Quay, but instead of staying on the main river, the boat captain takes you through passages that go literally under buildings. You're floating underneath Singapore's financial district, seeing the city's infrastructure from an angle that feels like a secret mission. The most incredible part is when you pass under the Merlion area. You can see the foundations of Singapore's most famous landmarks from below. It's like seeing the city's skeleton. But here's what makes it truly unique. These tours only happen during low tide, and they're limited to 6 people per boat. The boat captain told me that in 10 years of giving these tours, he's never had the same passenger twice because most people don't even know it exists. The underground sections are cool and peaceful, completely different from the bustling city above. It's like discovering Singapore's secret veins. 8. The Henderson Waves Bridge at sunrise. Number 8 is something I promised earlier would blow your mind, and here it is. The Henderson Waves Bridge is Singapore's highest pedestrian bridge, but most people visit during the day or evening. The real magic happens at sunrise. Here's what nobody tells you. If you arrive at 5:30 a.m., you'll have this architectural marvel completely to yourself. The bridge's wave-like structure creates incredible shadows as the sun rises, and the views over the southern ridges are absolutely breathtaking. But the real secret is the acoustic phenomenon. When you're alone on the bridge at sunrise, the wind passing through the wave structure creates this haunting musical sound. It's like the bridge is singing. I recorded it, and people think I added sound effects. The sunrise experience is so peaceful and meditative that I went back 3 times during my stay. You feel like you're floating above the canopy, watching Singapore wake up below you. Pro tip: bring a jacket. At that altitude and time of morning, it gets surprisingly cool. 7. Singapore's secret street art tours. Number 7 is about to reveal Singapore's rebellious side that the government doesn't advertise. Despite Singapore's strict laws, there's an incredible underground street art scene, but you need to know where to look. The best street art isn't in the tourist areas, it's in the void decks of HDB housing estates. These are the ground floors of public housing buildings, and local artists have been creating incredible murals there for years. The most amazing collection is in the Tiong Bahru area, where entire buildings have been transformed into outdoor galleries. But here's the catch. The art changes constantly because it's technically illegal, so artists paint over each other's work regularly. I discovered an entire wall in Chinatown that tells the story of Singapore's history through street art. It's hidden in an alley that most tourists walk past without noticing. The detail is incredible. It took the artist 6 months to complete, working only at night. The secret is connecting with local artists through Instagram. They organize informal tours where they'll show you pieces that aren't visible to the public and tell you the stories behind each work. Okay, we're halfway through this countdown and things are about to get even more incredible. If you're planning a trip to Singapore after watching this, leave a comment and let me know which experience you're most excited about. And if you want to see more hidden travel gems like these, smash that like button. 6. The Super Tree Grove's Secret Canopy Walk. Number 6 takes us back to Gardens by the Bay, but to an experience that 95% of visitors miss. Everyone knows about the super trees and the light show, but there's a canopy walk between the trees that most people don't know exists. The OCBC Skyway isn't just a walkway, it's 22 meters above ground, suspended between 2 super trees, and gives you views that make you feel like you're walking through a sci-fi movie. But here's the secret. Go during the day, not at night like everyone else. During daylight, you can see the incredible engineering of these vertical gardens up close. Each super tree is covered with over 200 species of plants, and from the canopy walk, you can actually touch some of the vegetation. It's like being in a real-life Avatar world. But the most incredible part is the view over Marina Bay from this height. The photos you get from the Skyway are completely different from anything taken from ground level or the marina itself. You're literally suspended in a garden in the sky with Singapore's entire skyline spread out below you. The secret: timing. Go right when they open at 9 a.m. You'll have the entire walkway to yourself for the first 30 minutes, and the lighting for photos is perfect. 5. Singapore's hidden kampong experience. Number 5 will show you a Singapore that most people think doesn't exist anymore. Hidden in the heart of the city is Singapore's last kampong, traditional village, Kampong Lorong Buangkok. This place is incredible because it's like a time portal. While Singapore has transformed into a modern metropolis, this small community of 30 families still lives in traditional wooden houses, keeps chickens, and lives life exactly like their grandparents did 70 years ago. But here's what makes this truly special. The kampong is privately owned, so you can't just walk in. You need to be invited by residents or book a very rare community tour. I was lucky enough to meet Uncle SNG, who's lived there for 60 years, and he showed me around. The experience is mind-blowing. You're surrounded by HDB flats in modern Singapore, But inside the kampong, roosters crow. People grow vegetables in their yards, and neighbors share meals on their porches just like in old Malaysia. Uncle SNG told me stories about Singapore before independence, showed me traditional games, and taught me how his grandmother cooked using only wood fires. It's living history that you can't find in any museum. The most incredible part is coming up at number 2. It's so unique that Singapore is the only place in the world where you can do this. 4. The Singapore Flyer's secret VIP capsule. Number 4 reveals a Singapore Flyer experience that money can't normally buy. Everyone knows about Singapore's giant observation wheel, but there's a secret VIP capsule that most people don't know exists. Capsule 13 is different from all the others. It's bigger, has premium seating, a minibar, and most importantly, it stops at the top for 10 minutes instead of continuously moving. During those 10 minutes, you get uninterrupted 360-degree views while the capsule is completely still. But here's how you can access it. Book the Sky Dining experience, but ask specifically for the premium capsule upgrade. It costs more, but you're essentially getting a private observation deck 165 meters above Singapore. The view from the stopped capsule is incredible. You can see Malaysia, Indonesia, and the entire Singapore coastline. I could identify specific buildings and even see ships on the horizon. It's like having a private helicopter tour without the helicopter. The most magical part is during sunset. When the capsule stops at the top during golden hour, Singapore looks like a miniature world below you, and the photos you get are absolutely impossible to replicate from anywhere else. 3. Singapore's secret underwater world. Number 3 takes you underwater, but not where you think. Singapore has an incredible secret. The country's most beautiful aquarium isn't the famous SEA aquarium. It's the research facility at the National University of Singapore that's occasionally open to the public. This place is mind-blowing because it's not designed for tourists. It's a working research center. The tanks contain species that you literally cannot see anywhere else in the world, including fish that were discovered in Singapore's own waters. But here's the secret access. They offer researcher for a day experiences where you can work alongside marine biologists. You get to feed rare fish species, help with water testing, and even assist with research projects. The most incredible experience is in their deep-sea simulation tank. They recreate the conditions of Singapore's deepest waters, complete with pressure changes and specialized lighting. Swimming in there, yes, you can actually swim. Feels like being an astronaut exploring an alien world. The researchers told me they've discovered 3 new fish species just in Singapore's waters in the past year. You might literally be looking at fish that science just discovered. 2. The world's only airport butterfly garden. Number 2 is something that exists nowhere else on Earth. Changi Airport has the world's first and only butterfly garden inside an airport terminal, but what makes it truly incredible isn't just the butterflies. The garden houses over 1,000 butterflies from 40 different species, but here's the secret. You can actually participate in their breeding program. For a small fee, you can help release newly emerged butterflies into the garden. I was there when a swallowtail butterfly emerged from its chrysalis. The staff let me be the first person it landed on, and watching it dry its wings on my finger while planes taxied outside the window was surreal. But the most incredible part is the ecosystem they've created. It's not just butterflies, there are lizards, birds, and plants that have created a complete rainforest ecosystem inside an airport. The sound of waterfalls and bird songs completely drowns out airplane noise. The secret timing. Go early morning when the butterflies are most active and the garden is less crowded. Some species only come out during specific hours, and the staff will tell you exactly when to spot the rarest ones. Before I reveal number 1, I want to know which of these Singapore experiences surprised you the most? Drop a comment below, and if you're planning a Singapore trip because of this video, let me know which experience is now at the top of your list. 1. Singapore's secret night flying experience. And here's number 1, the most unique experience in Singapore that I promised would blow your mind. Singapore offers something that no other major city in the world does. Night flights over the city in vintage aircraft. Here's how it works. There's a vintage aircraft club at Seletar Airport that offers night flights in restored 1940s planes. You're flying in actual World War II-era aircraft over one of the world's most modern cities. The contrast is absolutely mind-blowing. But here's what makes it truly special. Singapore's flight paths take you directly over the Marina Bay area, the port, one of the world's busiest, and even over Malaysia and back. At night, Singapore looks like a circuit board of lights surrounded by complete darkness. The most incredible moment is when you fly over the shipping lanes. From above, you can see dozens of massive cargo ships waiting in organized lines, their lights creating patterns on the water that look like alien formations. The vintage planes have open cockpits, so you feel every bit of wind and hear every engine sound. It's terrifying and exhilarating, like time traveling while seeing the future. Only 12 people per month get to do this experience because there are only 2 planes and they depend on weather conditions. I booked 3 months in advance, and it was worth every day of waiting. So there you have it, 15 absolutely unique experiences in Singapore that will transform how you see this incredible country. From underground rivers to vintage night flights, Singapore isn't just a stopover destination, it's an adventure waiting to happen. Which experience are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments, and if this video inspired your next trip, hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden travel gems around Southeast Asia. I've got an entire series coming up on secret experiences in Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam that even locals don't know about. Trust me, you don't want to miss those. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and I'll see you in the next adventure.